Marine Le Pen has a task force which is being led by Bernard Monod. He is really leading the task force relating to taking France out of the single currency. How advanced are your party's plans to give France back its own currency?
We are actually working since many years on this topic, which is a very topic of ours. I mean, this is one of our priority. Exactly, Bernard Monod and his task force is working very hardly for some years. By recently, we have been joined by many high-ranking civil servants, economic experts, people from the in private sector also, in a circle called Les Horaces, which is basically a circle who is a new task force, much more related with public affairs, and who this task force is also preparing concretely regarding all the administration, especially our Ministry of Finance, the technical aspects of this Frexit, monetary Frexit. So we have the ideas, we have the theory, but we have also the concrete plans for that.
Have you spoken to French business about this? Have you spoken, for instance, to Fabrice Bregier, who runs Airbus, a huge employer in France? It sells planes around the world. It has a very, very complicated hedging book that would be, well, difficult to deal with. So have you spoken to French business a great deal?
We have been talking to French business for a long time, and I mean, Airbus in the past was complaining about the over-evaluated euro and its negative consequences on its business. So I think we must not oppose the private sector, the big companies, and the state and the national sovereignty. In fact, during many years, and also still available in other countries, we have a partnership between the state strategy and the private sector. We are not against the private sector. On the contrary, we are managing and planning to make a new partnership in order to create a win-win strategy. Win for the people and for the country power, and win also for the private sector and its international business.
Jean, do you feel that the euro is currently too strong? Because we've heard voices from, for example, Donald Trump advisor Peter Navarro saying that he thinks the euro is too weak, to German Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble, who thinks that he thinks the euro is too weak. How do you feel about the current valuation?
Well, Donald Trump is speaking regarding his own national interest of his country. So, of course, when you are American and you look at the value of the euro, it is always over-evaluated, because Donald Trump understands that a weak currency is also a means to enhance its national exports. Regarding Germany, also Germany is an orthodox monetary policy country since a long time, and as you can see, the euro has been frameworked exactly on the Deutschmark. So regarding France's interest, because we are polarized on our French national interest, the euro is, of course, still over-evaluated, especially regarding Germany, and we are suffering from a lack of competitivity regarding this distortion in monetary value.
Jean, so when you return to the national currency, that would be a devaluation. Can I read that into what you are saying?
Yes. Yes, it will be, of course, there will be an adjustment, monetary adjustment, which basically will be a devaluation, which is a good positive thing. As all of us know, the euro, for example, since 2008 and 2009, has been devaluated by something like 25%. And who is complaining about that? I mean, we have heard a lot about what the French people will lose if we devaluate our new national countries. But in fact, the euro has been devaluated for many years now, since 3 or 4 years, and nobody lost anything, and nobody was impoverished personally by this devaluation. On the contrary, the weak growth the French economy is experiencing now is also linked with this devaluation after a very long period of a very over-evaluated euro.